Hey, Dad, are you there? Can you please get back to me when you get this message? Thank you.
Oh, hey, Rachel, what's up? Is everything okay?
It's Mom. She passed out. I don't know what's happened to her.
Wait, what? You mean your mom just fainted just like that? Is she sick or something?
I don't know. I don't think she's sick. But she hasn't been getting enough rest. She's been working too hard.
Working too hard? What do you mean by that? What's going on?
Even just a couple of days ago, Mom was taking a bath and was having trouble even standing up after that. After we got her out of the bath, she had to sit against the wall just to rest in order to be able to stand up.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Did you call an ambulance or take her to the doctor or something?
Yeah, I'm actually at the hospital with Mom right now, but the doctors say that we can go back home tomorrow.
I see. Well, I guess that means that they're not worried about her dying. What hospital are you at right now? I'll go over and check in on your mom too.
I'm sorry, Dad, but the visiting hours are already over for the day, so I don't think they will let you in even if you did come over here.
I get that the visiting hours might be over, but surely you can tell me the name of the hospital. I'm worried about your mom, and I like to be able to keep tabs on her if she's like this.
But the whole reason that she passed out was because of you, so I don't think that I should let you see her.
What do you mean it was my fault that your mom passed out?
Well, the only reason why I messaged you in the first place was because I had something that I wanted to say to you. You see, the money that you've been sending us every month just isn't enough, and that's why Mom has been having to work so hard. She hasn't been able to take any breaks at all, and now this has happened to her.
Is your mom the one saying that I'm not sending enough money every month? Because I think that I'm already sending you both quite a bit, if you ask me.
You really just don't understand how expensive raising a family is now that you're divorced, do you? Because it certainly takes a lot more than you're giving us.
I'm really sorry, Rachel. I had no idea that I was putting you all in such a position.
Well, you really need to try and think about others, you know. I mean, did you really think that we would be able to survive on what you were giving us? This is the whole reason why Mom and I ran away from you in the first place.
I really don't even know how to respond to that at all, Rachel. Besides, you guys just disappeared one day. It was like when I woke up and you both were just gone.
You just didn't notice us leave because you never cared about us at all. And you still don't care about us, which is why you give us so little money.
Honey, you don't actually think that I don't care about you and your mom, right? I know that we don't part this time, but I still really do wish that we could be a family again.
Well, we don't want to go back to living with you, don't you get that? You were the one that drove us away in the first place.
I don't understand what's gotten into you. Are you going through puberty or something? You just never used to talk to me like this. What's got you so upset?
What's got me so upset? How about the fact that my mom is in the hospital because you drove her to this point? I am just so disappointed in you, Dad.
But, I mean, I had no idea that you two were struggling that much. I'm really, really sorry for not noticing faster. But if it really is about the money, then I can send money next month.
But you would have never sent us more money if I hadn't told you about what you were doing to Mom. You're a failure as a husband, and you're a failure as a father. No matter what happens, I'm glad that Mom and I decided not to live with you anymore.
Rachel, please don't say that. Maybe the three of us could try and do something fun over the weekend. How about the aquarium? Do you think you and your mom would like to do that with me?
Do you think I'm in middle school or something? Why do you think I would want to waste my time at the aquarium, and with you, no less? I don't even want to be seen in public with you.
How could you say that about your own father?
Look, if you want to give Mom and I the money to go and do that on our own, then go ahead and send the money. But I don't want to go out with you. You should just stop talking to us and only send us money. It's all you're good for anyways. We don't need to hear your thoughts. We just need your money.
Rachel, please. I really think that you're being unfair. I'm only trying to fix the things between us all.
Are you kidding me right now?
The truth is that I never wanted you and your mom to leave me. I still want to have you both in my life.
Well, that's your problem, so sort that out on your own, Dad.
Hey, Dad. How late are you going to be at work today? I would like to meet if you think that would be okay.
Wait, what? You want to meet me? I thought that you said you didn't even want to be seen in public with me. Is everything okay? Is this some kind of emergency or something like that?
Of course it's an emergency. I really need to talk to you about something.
Oh no. Don't tell me that your mom had another accident and had to go to the hospital. I've been sending more money just like you were saying I should.
I never asked you to do any of that. Don't go putting words into my mouth.
Wait, what? But you did. You told me that your mom fell because I wasn't sending enough money.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you that I didn't talk to you at all about you sending money at all. So again, stop putting words into my mouth.
I don't get what you mean. I mean, I have those texts from your number. Are you telling me that it wasn't you sending those?
That's exactly what I'm telling you. I didn't send those messages at all.
But then, if they were coming from your number, then who was really sending them?
Well, Mom took my phone away from me a couple months ago, so if anyone was messaging you from my number before now, it was probably my mom.
You're telling me that it was your mom sending me those messages that whole time?
Yeah, she keeps hiding my phone, and I haven't touched it in a long time. But I just found out, and that's why I'm reaching out to you. I had to wait until Mom was out of the house to even do this.
So then, you're telling me that you weren't just avoiding me, but you just couldn't talk to me?
That's right. And I guess that Mom was pretending to be me this whole time. But anything that she might have told you as me until now is just a lie.
Are you really sure that it was your mom doing something like that?
Of course! I mean, do you really think that I would say the kind of things that she was saying to you? You know that I could never talk to you like that, Dad.
Well, I really did think that it was weird for you to be acting that way. But I was just thinking that you might have been stressed. Or it was a puberty thing or something like that. I'm really sorry I didn't realize it wasn't you.
Well, it's okay as long as you realize that you're talking to the real me now. And don't get tricked by anyone pretending to be me again.
I'm sorry, and I promise to try not to let it happen again. But why would your mom do something like this?
It's because she wants money. I have to tell you all about what Mom has been up to for the past year, but you're not going to like it.
Okay, well, this sounds like something we should talk about in person. I finish work at 6. Can you meet me then?
Yeah, I should be free by 6. I'll be finishing up with my club at school.
Okay then, I'll see you then. I'll go and pick you up at school, so wait for me there after your club.
Hey, Dad, what is the matter with you? What do you think you're doing?
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about, Rachel.
You do realize that you still haven't sent us any money at all for the month, right? Why are you always trying to get out of giving Mom money?
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say to that.
Well, you do realize that it's all your fault that Mom ended up in the hospital that last time, right? Are you trying to make that happen again? You know, this is why Mom and I hate you so much. You're always putting yourself before us, and you're even willing to hurt Mom.
And you think that either of you were ever going to see a cent from me again?
Excuse me? How could you say that? You're just horrible. You won't even listen to your own daughter anymore?
Daughter? What are you talking about? My daughter's sitting next to me right now. In fact, you should know that she's reading all these texts as well. I know that it's you, Vanessa. So do you care to explain to me just why it is you're impersonating your own daughter?
Wait, what? I don't understand. What's going on here?
That's exactly what I would like to know, Vanessa. So why don't you come clean and tell me?
Well, I mean, you weren't giving me enough money, so I had to try and think of a way to make you pay me more. I thought that if I pretended to be our daughter, that you might listen to her more than you would me, and then you would send me more money.
Oh yes, Rachel has already spelled out exactly what kind of scheme you've been running. But I know that the reason you think I'm not sending you enough money is because you're always spending it shopping. And buying booze and going to the casino and so many other wasteful ways.
No, that's right, not right. You don't know what you're talking about. It's not true. It's really not like that at all.
Oh, come on. I've been paying you $1,000 a month and you've just been using it to have fun. Rachel tells me that you won't even buy her new clothes. She told me she has to buy her clothes used, using money from her part-time job. I pay you money every month so that you can take care of our daughter and get her what she needs.
How dare you talk to me like that? You really think that you know what my daughter needs better than I do?
All I'm saying is that you pretend to be our daughter and try to scam me out of my money.
But I'm telling you that I didn't have a choice. You have no idea how stressful it is being a single mother. I never ever have any time for fun.
You know that we're not even officially divorced yet, right? Besides, you've been using this money all for yourself this whole time. So how can you say that your life is hard? Especially when you're neglecting our daughter like this. Did you know that Rachel wants to come back to me, right?
No, she can't do that. I won't let her go. You can't do this to me.
What do you mean? You did this to yourself when you left me. Were you really so unhappy with me?
Of course I was unhappy with you. You never did anything for us.
Oh, really? Because Rachel doesn't seem to agree with you at all about that. And I don't agree with that either. I would also be taking her out to places on my day off. Sure, I was busy with work, I won't deny that. But I never ignored my family because of it.
She's just a girl. She doesn't know what she's talking about at all.
Oh, really? So even though your own daughter is saying all this, you're still not going to believe her? And what about what she says about you? How you hardly spend any time at home. How you barely give her enough money to buy enough food for herself. I really can't blame Rachel for wanting to get as far from you as possible. How about before you start insulting my parenting skills, you work on your own?
You have no idea how hard I work to provide for our daughter. You don't know anything.
Oh, really? Because I hear that you're not even going to work anymore. So just what do you mean when you talk about how hard you're working?
Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about at all. You don't know anything, so just leave me alone.
Oh, I will leave you alone. You can trust me on that one. Especially now that Rachel is back with me. I'm going to be taking care of her from now on. Do you understand me?
I told you that I'm not going to let you get away with this. I won't let you take her away from me. You'll never get Rachel from me.
Oh, please. She's your own daughter and you're not even taking care of her. All you're doing is using her so that you can extort me for money that you use for yourself. And now that I know the truth, you'll never get her back.
How dare you say that I'm using my daughter? You are such an arrogant jerk. Do you know that?
Have you already forgotten that you literally were pretending to be Rachel to literally get money from me?
But you don't get it. I really did need more money, and I just thought that if I pretended to be her, that it would be the best way to do things.
I don't really care what you have to say for yourself. It doesn't change the fact that you were using her. Not only that, but you used the money that I thought I was giving at Rachel's behest all for yourself.
But you were the one saying that you wish we were still together. You were telling me that you wish we could all live together again.
Oh, trust me, I don't feel that way at all anymore. Now that I know I wasn't even saying that to Rachel, you can forget about that.
Well, I'm not going to divorce you, and I'm not going to hand over Rachel, so there.
Why do you even want Rachel? All you want to do with your life is shop, drink, and gamble. You really think that it's going to be difficult to convince a judge to give me custody at this point?
I thought I told you that you don't know what you're talking about. Rachel was lying to you. I know how to spend my money.
And why would Rachel even want to lie to me about that?
Because she's going through puberty. You know how teenagers are.
You know, I remember when I went through puberty when I was a teenager, and I don't know how I would handle having a mom like you.
A mom like me? And just what is that supposed to mean, huh?
I mean a con artist like you. You're the one who doesn't even know how to spend your money well, but you sure know how to trick people into paying you. I knew that I was already giving you plenty of money, and I knew there was no way it wasn't enough.
But it really wasn't enough. I was being honest when I said that to you. I really am working hard, and I just can't make it with the amount that you're giving me.
Okay then, if that's really true, then how about you tell me just what you were spending that money on every month?
Well, it's not like I'm keeping all my receipts or a careful budget or anything like that, so I can't tell you exactly what I spent it on.
Okay then, how about you tell me how it is that money I'm giving you isn't enough?
It isn't enough because I say that it isn't enough. I'm the one spending it all, so I should know.
If you can't even answer that question for me, then I don't know how I'm going to have this conversation with you. And if that's all you have to say, then Rachel's going to stay here with me. Also, I would hire a lawyer if I were you, because I'm going to be hiring one to move the divorce forward. Do you understand?
Please, don't do that. You can't do this to me. If you're really going to go through with this, then I'm going to call the police. Do you hear me?
What are you going to sue me for? We aren't divorced, and you don't have custody over Rachel. Why would the police arrest a father for taking his daughter in because she didn't want to stay with you? And you know what I think? I bet the police would agree with me that it's better for our daughter to stay with her preferred parent.
Hey, Mom, it's me, Rachel. I really do want to stay with Dad.
But I don't understand. Where is this coming from? Since when did you want to live with your dad? You really don't want to live with me anymore?
Mom, I really just can't see my life going in a good direction if I stayed there with you. And I just know that Dad is going to take better care of me than you are.
What? What do you mean? Are you really going to just forget about all the things that I've done for you? You ungrateful little ingrate.
Mom, what are you talking about? What have you ever done for me? I mean, I'm not saying that you haven't ever put any time into raising me, but I think the times that you've just caused me trouble has been way more frequent.
What are you talking about? Think of all the ways that we've had to get over hardships together.
Mom, please, you know that neither of us would have been able to make it this far if it wasn't for Dad's money. Especially since you never ever do any work, and you just spend all our money. You never cook for me, and you barely even give me enough money for food. Do you know how many days I had to rely on school lunches for my meals?
Oh, what are you talking about? We have plenty of food in the fridge.
Literally, half the foods in the fridge are rotten because you barely ever go and buy food. It's honestly not even a choice for me when it comes to choosing between you and Dad. Did you know that I don't even tell my friends about you because I'm so embarrassed about the kind of person you are? But now I finally managed to get away from you, and I won't ever have to put up with you again. So just sign the divorce papers and go live your life without me. It's what you've been doing this whole time anyways.
Wait, no, honey, please, don't do this to me. I'm going to be in serious trouble if you leave me. Please, Harold, Rachel, somebody answer me.
After that, Vanessa tried to fight the process, but in the end she signed the papers and I was able to take full custody of Rachel. There were times where I wanted to give up, but anytime I did, I thought of Rachel and knew that I couldn't let her down. Because Rachel did have to come and live with me, however. She had to move schools, but she was more than happy to leave since her mother-induced poverty made her a target of bullies. After moving schools, I heard that Vanessa was seen in the streets publicly drinking, calling out for Rachel to come back. That was the last we heard of her since Rachel and I decided to move to a new town to get away from Vanessa entirely. I know that this transition is going to bring a lot of changes to both mine and Rachel's lives, but right now, she's my #1 priority. I had no idea what she was going through while she was living with her mom, and I am not going to make that mistake again. I won't lose my daughter ever again. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.